Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight? It's time to jump into the fire. Ron Hall here. And boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about. First off, everybody keep my daughter Amy in your thoughts and prayers. I confused the post earlier on Facebook. Surely it's going to be a while before they announce the winner. I'll give you my pick at the end of the show. And hello down in Florida to Angie. Amy is in the hospital. She is at North Park. For whatever reason, Hutchison in Fort Oglethorpe wanted her transported. We originally thought they were going to put her in ICU, but they did not. She is in a room. She is in DKA, which if you're familiar with diabetes, you know what that is. Her blood sugar is extremely, extremely high, and they've got to get it down, and this is the only way they can do it, is to hospitalize her for a couple of days. So much love to my daughter, Amy. She's still sober, but let's just hope. Hi, Kim. Let's just hope the folks at Memorial North Park, it's in her record, it's in her medical records that she has abused substances, and let's hope they don't judge her and they treat her like every other patient. So if you will do that, I know I would appreciate it. Amy is probably watching. She can't eat for 24 hours. So she is going to be a first-class A1 biatch by this time tomorrow, not having eaten. Great news coming from Hamilton County. Hello, Maryland, and thank you. I'm happy, and I hope that I've had a little to do with this. I don't know, just other than my ranting and raving on here for over a month. But this was New Year's Eve at Bud's. New Year's Eve at Bud's. They have now been notified by the Hamilton County Health Department that they are turning this information over to the district attorney for violation of the mask mandate. Let's hope that they find the hell out of them. Let's turn it over to the Chattanooga Beer Board and perhaps shut them down for 2 or 3 days. That's the ideal situation. Now, but kudos, the health department has done something right because they're screwing up on the vaccine. I'll get to that in a little bit. I was made aware of the video this morning, and there's another culprit in Hamilton County, downtown Chattanooga. Take a look at this shit. And hello, Valerie. That video I just played came from New Year's Eve at Southside Social. Hello, Alan, up in Cleveland. That was Southside Social in downtown Chattanooga. And it's my understanding that this takes place every freaking night. Over 1,000 new cases the last 2 days in Hamilton County, and we have to put up with this shit. We have to put up with the Hamilton County Health Department screwing the pooch on the vaccines. Today, they had a sign up by 9 o'clock, no vaccines. And the Chattanooga PD was responsible for that sign, and it is because of bad information they're getting from the Hamilton County Health Department. Hamco Health is a cluster flop. I wanted to say the cluster F word, but I didn't. The Tennessee Department of Health, or whatever it is a total cluster flop. They now have an online tool for when you can get, no, Cindy, it's wide open. And it's shit like I just showed you happening all the time. The barflies apparently don't give a damn about their fellow man. And we wonder why over 1,000 cases the last 2 days, but I've got something even bigger here in just a few. Clueless like tooless. You got it. As I've said a million times, good Cuban cigar, real live. Cost an arm and a leg, but I said, what the hell? Shoot me. I used my stimulus to get 2 Cuban cigars and new underwear. Okay. They now have an online tool to calculate when you can get your vaccine. So I did that today. Keep in mind, I have had 6 heart attacks, quintuple bypass, 8 stents, and an implanted defibrillator. I don't get my vaccination for 2 more months. Teachers are having to wait on theirs. And we got assholes like the people that go to Buds and Southside Social. They don't distance, they don't wear a mask, and then they carry that shit all over the county. What TMI? I bought new underwear, Cindy. My kids were proud of me that I spent some money on myself. But that's what I'm afraid of. The new COVID. And it spreads faster than Sam's Choice mayonnaise. I mean, England is on a lockdown now because of it. But we're going to at least run. No, I'm not going to model the damn things, Alan. I tried to find a clip from 2.5 Men because there was one episode where when after Alan made his last alimony payment, he said, "You know what this means? Alan gets new underwear." But here in Hamilton County, we get the barflies. And you're going to just have to excuse me. With this pandemic going on, is there any need to hang out in bars? Kudos. I actually ventured out. I think I told you this Sunday night. Got a haircut. And even though somebody was urging me vehemently not to cut it. But she forgives me. Kudos to O'Charlie's. And I mean, they're running at maybe 30% capacity. Maybe 30% capacity. But they're open. You got to wear your mask until you're seated. You are distanced from the table. Close. I mean, and the only thing they don't do is temperature check. Now, when I had to go by the hospital, I did get my temperature taken. I did not get to see her. All I did was pick up her car keys. But they shot my temperature is 96. Okay? But this is what we run into in Hamilton County, in that the cases continue to grow and people just don't think, I guess. So kudos to the Hamilton County Health Department for one thing, and that's forwarding a violation over to the district attorney's office. Let's hope they prosecute the hell out of buds. Let's hope that they do the same thing now with Southside Social. No news media in this town has even approached that. At all. Now, they covered the buds a little bit late, but they need to be doing these things now. They need to be asking those questions. They need to be asking the questions, why are the people who are at most at risk of dying from COVID having to wait until March to get their vaccine? Why? Now, to move on to Whitfield County. And this is not political. This is just common sense. And I must give an award. It's time to award an asshole merit badge to the Whitfield County Board of Education. Hold on. I'm going to enjoy this damn cigar. Last night, as everybody knows, President Trump was in Dalton. Trying to drum up support for David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler. I'll address Kelly Loeffler in just a moment. The Whitfield County Board of Education authorized the use of Whitfield County school buses to transport people to and from the rally. School buses. If we weren't in a pandemic, so be it. You know, so be it. But we are in a pandemic. And Whitfield County Board of Education authorized the use of school buses, many of which are first student buses. But they're still overseen by Whitfield County Board of Education. If that's their official title, I don't know. Roadhouse. Peter Griffin has arrived. If you heard that, that's my text notification. Peter Griffin from the episode of Family Guy, Roadhouse. To and from the rally, back and forth. You cannot tell me that by the time they picked up students this morning, that all those buses for Whitfield County were totally sanitized. There's no freaking way. There's no freaking way. And I have that on good authority. How would you folks feel if Bradley County, Walker County, Catoosa County, or Hamilton County authorized the use of your school buses to transport people during a pandemic to go see the president, regardless of who the president is? How would you feel about that? Oh, yeah. They were all squeezed together, Cindy. Asshole to elbow, back and forth. There is no freaking way there's not going to be a tremendous surge in COVID cases in Whitfield County. And now they've put the kids at risk, and the kids can transport it home to mommy and daddy and to grandma and grandpa, to aunts and uncles. But they okayed it. And they carried kids to school this morning. That's a fact. Did 3, 9, or 12? There we are. We're back. Our local media is doing a half-assed job. They're taking news releases and doing stories. They're not out there getting the damn information. Once again, not one local news station, not one, has followed up on this. The video from Southside Social. It's out there. And you have to depend on me to tell you about it. Cindy, my understanding is it's very doubtful. Now, they may have one in Hamilton County, but still, I just think that was asinine to do that, because that's awful risky to those kids. Awful risky to those kids. Hello, Denise, down in Hotlanta. So there's what I told you I was going to break tonight. Because you can't, what's one station's tagline? Depend on us. You can't depend on them, because they're not giving you the full damn story of what's going on. Denise raises, who paid for those buses? Is that coming out of the Whitfield County tax dollars? Don't know. But it is runoff day in Georgia. I don't think we will know anything until in the morning. I found this very interesting. Let me throw this up. And no, not that kind. Do you folks have any? Those ladies are members of the Atlanta Dream WNBA team. Andy, some of them are first student buses and some of them are Whitfield County buses. But that photo, once again, those are members of the Atlanta Dream WNBA team. Guess who owns the Atlanta Dream WNBA team? You say don't bite the hand that feeds you. Those ladies did. Because one of the owners, and she owns 50% of the team, is Kelly Loeffler. So I just wanted to throw that out there. There we are. I'm grateful I don't live in the state of Georgia, but shit, we're much better off in Tennessee with Marsha, or Bill Haggerty. Now, everybody thinks that tomorrow Vice President Pence is going to basically void the election. He can't. He does not have the constitutional authority. He's just a figurehead there. That's it. It's over. Let's move on. Okay? Now, a couple of things here that I wanted to get to tonight that are kind of different. Major League Baseball did announce today that the minor league baseball season will be delayed. That there will be no single A and double A, which includes the Chattanooga Lookouts and the Rome Braves if you travel to Rome to see the Braves. They will not be allowed to start spring training until the Major League and Triple A teams break camp. You're looking at March. Last week of February, the first week of March. So you are probably going to be looking at a minor league baseball season that starts around May. They'll reduce the number of games accordingly. So we don't know how many Chattanooga Lookouts games there will be. There will be Chattanooga Lookouts baseball because they are returning. But we do not have a definite start date, and we do not know how many games will be played. But it is definitely delayed. The playoffs are set, and there's some rematches. The Steelers and the Browns, they played 2 weeks ago. They're going to play again this weekend. Only thing is now it's been announced that the Browns head coach and 2 assistant coaches have all tested positive, and they will not be working the game. Kudos to the NFL. They played every game scheduled. They did not lose one game to COVID. And there are rumors flying everywhere that the national championship game between Alabama and Ohio State is in jeopardy of not being played due to COVID. We'll see. Keep in mind, the NCAA has no say-so over this game. Have none. NCAA has no jurisdiction over the college football playoffs. Even though it's just 3 games, they have no jurisdiction. This is a separate entity. You are not the NCAA champion by winning this game. You're the national champion, but you're not the NCAA national champion. All other levels of college football have an NCAA championship, except for FBS level. So we'll see, but rumors are starting to fly that there may not be a national championship game. A release from the Chattanooga Mocs today. They have had a meeting of their COVID task force, and until further notice, be permitted. We'll come back on here in a minute. There we are. So I apologize. It's just the connection sucks tonight, but it's better than the other night. And I still have not heard, because here's what happened to the first 9 minutes. I was blocked by Facebook for using Jerry and the Pacemakers, Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying. I bought the rights to that song. We're still fighting over it. That's why I went back and posted the first 9 minutes of the show from the YouTube channel. And I need to post that for you guys, and I will. I promise. And you can just watch us on YouTube, and we never have to worry about this shit. I got one question, and we're going to close it with this tonight. Cindy, Tina, everybody out there. Well, Cindy's married. Chime in on this. Okay, Val, got you. We were scheduled to have Rhonda Swaney on tonight to talk about her new venture, advice for dating online. She will be Tuesday night because there is an emergency meeting of the Ringgold City Council tonight. So she will be here maybe Thursday, maybe Sunday, maybe next Tuesday. We're just going to have to see how things play out. But you'll want to watch that. Interesting new concept. Because that seems to be the way people connect these days. So be looking for that. Tonight is Law and Order night. Tuesday night on the We Network. Law and Order. Heisman Trophy. That's going to be awarded shortly. I don't know who's going to win it. I mean, it's supposed to be the best college football player of this year. This year. But there's a lot of sentiment out there to basically give it to the kid from Clemson based on his career. I don't know. Because I can tell you one thing. if I am not mistaken, statistically this year, Mac Jones had a better statistical year than Joe Burrow had last year. And I'm sentimentally pulling for Trevor Lawrence also, Kim, because we got to see him play in high school. When Cartersville came up to Ridgeland, he was impressive then. But it was kind of nice that Cartersville got their butt spanked in the state championship game. But my heart wants Trevor Lawrence to win it. My gut says they're going to give it to Mac Jones or the wide receiver from Alabama. What's his face from Florida has not a snowball's chance in Hades of winning. He just doesn't. Because Florida kind of tanked at the end of the season. So we'll find out. It is 7:32. We'll probably find out about 7:58 because right now they're going through all the rigmarole, showing you packages on each one of the nominees and all of that. I think it'll be Mac Jones, but I kind of hope it's Trevor Lawrence. And boy, is he going to be a heck of an NFL quarterback. He is going to be, they're doing family intros. So it'll be another 15 or 20 minutes before they award the trophy. It's still, in my mind, the Heisman Trophy means more than any other award in sports. And little known fact, and Alan probably knows this, the Blue Cross Blue Shield Palace on Cameron Hill, the architect for that was Roger Staubach's company. At $200 million palace on Cameron Hill. But yet, they keep the TSSAA state football championships in godforsaken Cookeville, Tennessee. Go figure. But folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I just had to gloat a little bit about buds, but I had to bring your attention to the same thing happened at another big-time night spot in Chattanooga, Southside Social. Let's hope that kind of stuff can come to an end. You want to slow the spread? Shut down the damn bars. If you need a drink, go to Applebee's, go to O'Charlie's, go somewhere where it's just a small little bar. You don't need to go out to some damn nightclub. Okay? Thanks for watching. Go watch the Heisman Trophy or whatever you're going to watch tonight. Enjoy it because they're talking the S word toward the end. We could see that before the end of the week. We could see that before the end of the week. We will see you Thursday night at 7 o'clock right here on Jump Into the Fire. Until then, remember, be kind to each other. Thank God the election's over. We will see you Thursday night at 7. Good night.
Goodbye, 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 goodbye.